Welcome back to maybe we'll call it maybe a special episode of the Holodeck Hour. Probably won't be special in the future as I plan to do a lot of these, but we're checking out classic, we'll call it. One of my favorite Neo Geo games of all time. It's honestly a lot of people's favorite Neo Geo games. It's Metal Slug, and in particular it's actually Metal Slug 2. Metal Slug 2 is interesting. It's known for being... It's actually the first Metal Slug I ever remember playing. They had it at an arcade inside of a CC's Pizza when I was a kid. If either of those references makes any... bring up any nostalgic vibes for you. But yeah, I played this one a lot. And what's interesting about it is it has a insane amount of native slowdown. So I have taken my, basically I have a copy of the game and I loaded up, I'm a Dharma guy. You gotta love those frickin' tunes, man. But yeah, I, played this a lot as a kid. In the native setting, it has a little bit of slowdown, but not as much as like the more, this is running in, RetroArch with a ROM hack called the Turbo version of Metal Slug 2. It's like called Metal Slug 2 Turbo, so it helps with the slowdown a bit. I don't have the MVS system like overclock, so it's not as natively fast as one would expect it to be on some of the other ones, but it's still pretty good. It's a lot better than it was. There's still some slowdown, but we're just going to get right into it. And I'll also denote, as with pretty much everything I play on this channel, I'm absolutely trash at it. So you can see it still has a little bit of slowdown. It's mostly when there's just a lot of stuff on the screen and when there's vehicles. But without this turbo mod, it's like almost unplayable. Yeah, because you can see even with it, it just takes a hot minute to get through it. This is really the only one that has as much slowdown. I mean, I don't even know how you play this without the turbo mod or the turbo ROM hack. I'll be honest with you. I will say it does kind of help the game because these games are like notoriously hard. So the slowdown does actually make it a little bit easier, which is why I'm not like super beat up about it. But we're just gonna play through it. This is one I haven't played through in a really long time. Let's see if we can get that baby. Save that baby. Oh, I couldn't get him. Oh well. This is one, yeah, because of like just it's kind of hard to find. Like the best way to do it is just to get it on Steam. The Steam one still doesn't play super great, if I'm being honest. But yeah, this is just one of those ones where like I just remember playing it so fondly, but yeah, it is not one of the more... It's a very good game, and the Metal Slug XX, I believe, is like a remake of it, although it's a little bit different. This is like the OG Metal Slug 2. So, it's one that I've been wanting to kind of play through for a hot minute, and it's funny, now that the machine gun's gone, that you can see really, the machine gun itself really makes the game have a lot of slowdown. It took me a while to get this working though with the my existing kind of files I had from a different version of the game I purchased, and then to get the ROM hack loaded was not the easiest thing in the world. Not because it's just hard to find like all the stuff working. Oh my gosh, yeah, you can see it is definitely oh, and that's gonna be our first death. It's definitely notorious for being slow as heck. But it's still, I just love the stage design in Metal Slug 2. I love also this kind of like bezel setup. So if you're not familiar with RetroArch, it's definitely like if you can get yourself a copy. Oh god. I should also notice this is by no means, I forgot those guys. Their swords, when they die or when they throw them, kill you on the recoil. Yeah, this is by no means going to be a like showcase of extraordinary 1cc skills. I am really, really bad at these games, but you just can't not love the style. These are some of the best running guns in the catalog. There we go. But yeah, I've just been wanting... I'll probably play through all the Metal Slugs. Metal Slug 1, I beat most recently, so if we do play it on the channel, it'll probably be a little bit later. Just because like to play through stuff I'm enjoying. And yeah, I beat Metal Slug 1 a couple times last year, so I'm been kind of in the mood to go back through and play them all. So probably do Metal Slug 3, 4, 5, 6, and XX at some points. There's some other really fun Neo Geo and kind of other shmups, and well, there's a lot of arcade games I want to play through. And I thought, hey, these actually, you know, I'm not great at them. The best ones from here are ones I can just like you know, feed coins into, because that way usually they don't have a terrible you know, like I want the save scum eventually. I can just, you know, put coins in the machine like I would back in the day and waste a ton of money to beat a very difficult game. And what's actually kind of funny too is the main reason I kind of got back into this was, alright, yes, we probably should be throwing our... Let's get these before I die. Yeah, slowdown is definitely helping me, so I'm not gonna... Oh my god. Definitely helping me in this scenario. But yeah, I don't know, I've had, you know what's funny is, like, there's runs of this game where you can just play with the pistol, and the pistol is, like, actually super underrated, at least in my opinion. Oh, that's gonna be a death. Almost made it through the first stage on 1C, on 1 credit. But, yeah, when you die in Metal Slug, oh, man, I was so close. Dang, I almost got the first stage on 1 credit. That's on me. I definitely could have done it, though. But, yeah, I've had this fight stick for... Or like, you know, an arcade stick for, I don't know, it's an Xbox 360 arcade stick, so you can do the math there. It's kind of old. But it's a tournament edition, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. It's actually pretty sick. I love this thing. I bought it when I was playing Street Fighter 4 a lot. And it's just been kind of sitting on my shelf, and I'm like, you know, man, I'm like really in the mood to kind of play. Guess we're going that path. Okay, I thought those were good guys. If I remember correctly, the mummies are like a pain in the butt. Let's go up, because well, I guess it won't let me. Okay. Thought you could choose your path on this, but I guess not. Maybe it'll let me after I kind of kill these guys. Oh, and I think that's the mummy cure. Yeah, let's go up. I feel like I normally, or in the past, I have gone through the caves. And yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you fight a ton of mummies either way. And I don't remember off the top of my head, as I said, it's been a while since I played this one in particular, just because of the slowdown. If they're like in Metal Slug 3, where you get hit by these guys and then you turn into a zombie. Metal Slug 3, that's like my favorite stage. It's like when, it probably has a lot of people's. Oh, careful. I missed that gun there, that was kind of a bummer. When you turn into a zombie and like, I think it's the 3rd stage, and then you can do like your grenades turn into like the screen wipe blood cannon, which is super sick. Nice. There we go. Oh, okay. But yeah, I've had this arcade stick forever. I've just been, I don't know, watching a lot of people on Twitch kind of play some retro Neo Geo stuff, which I do a lot, to be honest. And because I have a whole bunch of other retro handhelds that I really like. I have like the filter set up, but I was just thinking, I'm like, you know, I don't really have a lot of slowdown there. I just hadn't really messed around with front ends on my computer for a while, so I kind of got it working again, found it with a nice bezel. I got the nice CRT line set up, and I was like, this would be fun for the channel. Ooh, watch out. Alright, so be careful with those. Thank you. Yeah, see, like this path, I feel like I always go down. I don't remember going this route ever. Gotta be careful. Yep. These games are like, I just, Neo Geo is absolutely one of my favorite consoles. There's a lot of mid stuff too, but there's a lot of bangers, and like, I don't know, playing it with an arcade stick is didn't see him pop up there, is just like one of my favorite ways to play these games. So happy to get the arcade stick out. It's definitely been a few years. I think the last game I like really heavily played with it was dude, he's just chilling in here. Don't be twerking on the statues, man. There's freaking mummies everywhere. No, I didn't save the monkey. I'm sorry, monkey. He's gonna watch out for these bats. Oh, okay. Oh, that's, yeah, he turned into a zombie. Or a mummy. I don't know if I can make this jump in this form. Oh, I can, okay. So I think one more kills you. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I had a lot of the... If you make it to the end of the level with like... Oh, God, I almost did it again. If you make it to the level without dying, like on a life, you get a much better score. Yeah, and you can't pick... You can only use the pistol or your mummy, so you got to get one of those heals to kind of bring it back to your normal form, and you drop your weapon too. Yeah. Oh, not enough. Okay, so it's middle outwards. All right, we're just not even going to go for it. But yeah, if you bring those guys you rescue at the end of the stage, it gives you like the names of all the captives. And so you get a much better score if you're able to make it without dying. As you get the points for bringing them all home. You can see the icon. It's in the bottom left. The little kind of man sign indicates how many people you saved on this life. Okay, there we go. We're back. A shotgun. Let's see how long we can go this time. So yeah, it's a one shot for those guys. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't realize that last time, but that's actually... Okay, slow down. Saving my life there. That's for sure. Shotgun also. Hell awesome. Yeah, nothing beats a nice arcade stick. This one feels great. It's like... It is Xbox 360, so I can't really use it for anything other than PC nowadays, because I don't have an Xbox 360 anymore, to say the least. Well, no, I don't actually. I did for a really long time, and then my parents got like a vacation home and wanted to have like a console there for whatever reason. So I gave them that one just to kind of put in the house for when grandkids and stuff were over. Okay, I do remember this now. This is a pain in the butt. You have to, I'm pretty sure you just have to cruise. And I don't remember if you can shoot these. All right, so the metal slug is... Actually, that is not the metal slug. That was a mistake on my part there. I think I accidentally hit 8B. Or, yeah, 8B, and then you have to... I have no idea how I dodged that. Which, yeah, if you hit that combination, it just jettisons you out of the vehicle, which I have done so many times. All right, so you can blow those. Oh, yep, there it is. So yeah, the goal here is really just to cruise. Oh, I might be dead. Okay, we're cruising right along. Okay, sorry, I'm clenching right now, trying to make sure we make it up without too much disarray. Oh, I forgot I have the rocket launcher now. This will be good if we get to the top. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. You have to freaking shoot this thing. I totally forgot. Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense why this seems to be going on forever. And we still have a time limit. Metal Slug fans, forgive me. Yeah, rocket launcher is actually really good for the stage. We are going to... Oh, I did not want to pick that up. Oh, well. With the slowdown, I can kind of do it, so it's okay. Let's see if those make it. I'm just going to chuck all these. Okay. Yeah, it sucks you have to jump into it. You are doing a lot of jumping anyways, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, yep, that was it. I knew it. Missed that jump. Come here. Oh! And I did it. That... Oh, God. Credit feeding. I totally could have gotten this guy if I wasn't paying attention, though. Yeah, I could have definitely 1cc'd this stage. But I goofed. Although, could be doing worse, to be honest. The later stages, I definitely will be credit feeding like a maniac. Some of the boss patterns, I don't remember them terribly well for this one. Metal Slug 3, I've definitely played the most of, and Metal Slug 1. And pretty sure, like, I don't remember playing Metal Slug 4. I've definitely played XX. I've definitely beaten 5. There we go. Yeah, he wasn't terribly hard. That was just a failure on my part. Gotta love the pixel art in these games. The shading is so good. Everything is just fantastic. Yeah, could have been a better stage, but I'll take it. Definitely could be worse. So let's see. Right now we are 2 credits in, so we're 50 cents in. It's about honestly what I'd expect. Yeah, the only thing I'm hoping is, as this is like the first time I'm recording a video with the fight stick, I'm hoping it is not just like super loud clackies. It's part of the reason like I kind of had to stop using it for a while because for a long period of time my computer was just in my bedroom, so whenever I had people over, my girlfriend at the time, I was like, you cannot break out the fight stick like at 11 o'clock at night and not disrupt anybody's nearby sleep pattern, to say the least. Okay, there we go. Don't explode on me. I got goofed on. Great. Absolutely banger of a tune. Woo, that was a close one. Gotta get up here. Slow down helping me again. Oh man, I love this level. Absolutely. All the music for these games is just so good. To be honest, I'm probably gonna... For a second, I was like, actually, I'm probably gonna download this, but that one little part right there, I'm always looking for, hey, what are you doing? What are you boys doing up there? Goofing. Set the piggies free. Free the pigs. There we go. The vintage Metal Club. That's like the Wilhelm scream for Metal Slug. No, thank you. Why are your clothes, dude? How are you operating an airboat freaking almost butt naked? Oh, what are we doing? Oh, gosh. Yeah, these games really... Oh. Alright, first credit. Yep, I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. It's funny because these running guns they're so interesting, right? Like you have to the margin of error is really so low. Oh my god, slow down. I love you right now. I don't know. It was great for the visual experience, but I actually like all you know, a lot of the Neo Geo games when you have a lot of sprites on screen, they lag, but I don't know. It's a bit nostalgic for me just because, like, even as a kid, I was like, oh, what's going on? You know, you just never really knew the game was, like, broken or if you were doing something wrong. But I actually do, like, low-key love it because, and basically, you know, when stuff is getting crazy, the slowdown is, like, always welcome. All right, come on. There we go. 0. That's interesting. I don't know what that was for. Tanky boys. Let's blow through those. And we gotta watch out. Yep. Okay, these are the roller boys. And let's just jump over him. I am the world's worst player. I cannot believe I ran into that. I apologize to my entire family. Mr. Froggy. Oh! Yeah, it's funny because like you can definitely play these games, and oof, there we go. Come on. You can definitely play them and just like, you know, especially when you're playing emulated versions of them, you can just obviously, you know, throw as many quarters in as you want, but that kind of, you know, defeats the experience. It's still fun to, maybe not playing for score, but trying to do it with as least deaths as possible, you know what I mean? Although I think, oh god, as I freaking die, we're gonna be, I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be a 3-credit stage if I had to take a guess. Little jet sequence, these are always fun. Alright, these are progressively getting closer. No. There we go. These, so this is like, you know, I don't know, it's hard to say with some of the stuff, right? Like, it's kind of, you know, I don't want to say it's age, because honestly, these games are timeless to me. But, you know, it's always funny, like, what commentary you want to make about, like, stuff like this that may be, you know, beyond, like, iconic and well-known to you, but maybe there is somebody who's, like, never seen or played these games. So, yeah, I mean, look at that slowdown. It is crazy. Metal Slug 3 will be a better experience for sure, but I'm having a blast, especially with like the CRT lines and stuff like that. But yeah, like all of the at least all the ones I can think of off the top of my head, like the main vehicles in Metal Slug, have this thing where you move and aim with the you know, there's only one joystick, so you aim in the direction you move, which kind of makes it difficult, right? Because as you're aiming towards something, you have to move to it. Now you can like move and stop, right? But like, there's no, it would be, you know, I don't want to say it would be easier because it's very much just like the, what do you call it? This is just the way the games were. At least with this one, it doesn't aim backwards. Like with the jet, it doesn't aim backwards when you're moving because it knows that you're going forward. So make sure we got all these missiles out too as we're going. Oh, slow down, you are my friends. Oh, still got hit though. Now it's like a little bit of a shmup. Shoot them up. Just want to get all these missiles out before I lose this credit. Can I shoot those? It looks like I can, and they stop if I shoot. There we go. Yep. What did I say? I wanted to... Oh, please. Alright, so we still got our bombs out. I think the missiles are a little bit stronger. Alright. Okay, so we can still hit them from... we still have to jump to get to the shins of them. Just want to be careful. Oh, yes. What do you have for me, Mrs. Lady? Thank you. Thank you. Trying to play this smart. Morden. I don't really know the lore of Metal Slug. There's so many of them. I will say there are 2 new... Oh, forgot about that. Alright, so what is this? This is credit 3, I think? I think that's what we said. Credit 3 for this stage. So, okay, so we're, I think, at 5 credits total. $1.25. There's nothing quite like... It's so funny. I went out to, so you guys know my... If you're keeping up with the channel. My pinball escapades. Okay, I was worried that I was going to get rid of my ammo. My dad was, in town a couple of weekends ago. We went over to our new favorite pinball spot and brought him. He was just like, we have to get quarters, we have to get quarters. I'm like, nah, man. They just have play cards, you know, you just scan it. He was like so blown away. But I was like, you know, he like wanted to bring quarters. I was like, I feel you, dude. There is something to that. There is something to, I don't know. It's a little bit of stakes, right? It's not gambling if there's a little bit of skill involved, right? That's how it feels with pinball, at least. But with all these arcade games, right? So yeah, you can see there because I got that Prisoner of War during like the boss stage, I got the credit from. So okay, 3 credits. The top of it, probably could have done it in 1 if I wasn't such a goober, but what is this going on here? Is he yelling at this kid for his reports? Thanks for the carrot, though. Snake. Not a fan. Can you pick up the snakes? Oh, you can. Okay. I couldn't remember. Little chickadee. Get out of here, buddy. Oh. A lot of swine and other things going on. Ooh. Oh, I forgot it makes you fat. Another iconic Metal Slug moment. Totally forgot about that. Fat Dharma. Iconic. Yeah, you just get like really, really slow and you can only use your pistol. And then you just pop like a freaking balloon when you get hit. The memories. Too good. Too good. What does the egg do? Okay, so the egg from the chicken gives you 0. Okay. Can I get up there? You gonna come down for me? No. I missed something. I must have blown up a crate that I needed to get that. Alright. I will take this. Thank you, sirs. Just trying to think now, so... Alright. Bullet. My monkey friend and a fish. Wow, the monkeys give you 50k score. So yeah, I know if you get enough score, you can get more. You can get more lives. See, like that guy, he's coming down to help us out. Let's see. And he's just giving us what are these leaks? Oh man, I'm such a doofus. I ate that one alive. All right, let me get this boat out of the way. None for you. This, I forget what particular, how I got fat right there at the beginning. This level, I do not remember at all. To be fair, like, I really only played up to like third stage and then usually, see, okay, I am fat again. I think I might just be from eating a lot of food, but your bullets do more damage when you're in the fat mode. Okay, so you still can use the weapons. See, not the Metal Slug connoisseur that I claim to be. That was difficult. Eventually, it wears off and you get your skills back. Oh man, it's so funny. I love his face. All right, let's get rid of this thing as soon as we can. Oh wow, the top platform. Oh man. All right, 1 credit in. Let's get this thing out of the way while we still can. Waste those grenades. Got to get our love letter. There we go. And there's the Metal Slug. Just looking at that plane taking off in the background. Gotta love it. Alright, so yeah, with the Metal Slug, as you can see, you get full range of motion. So, like, as I'm just gonna make sure I don't freaking auto-destruct this thing again. Yeah, so as you move backwards, it shoots backwards. As you move forward, it will aim forward as well. This is not a good position. There we go. See how long we can keep this tank going. Getting a lot of slowdown, but once again, I am not complaining as there's a lot on screen. Yes. Can we get him? Thank you. Thank you. What do we got? Little apple. Continuing to get our score up. So I think this is credit number 6, so we're $1.50 in. AP. Okay, that's just more bazooka bullets. Oh, they're the upgraded ones. Yeah. Those are really good for the tanks. Gotta make sure to rescue this bird. Oh, see, I did it. I'm an idiot. Oh, I wish they would have made it like the D button on the Neo Geo controller. I should definitely still have the tank. I said I was gonna do it, and then I did do it. That's from pressing jump and shoot at the same time. You have to be really careful, or you will. It's called. I think it's like actually special attack. You probably saw when we were loading in. It does do damage because it runs the tank into the enemies in front of you. It's good if like you're about to get hit by a bullet and you need to jump out. But more often than not, for me at least, it always ends up with me blowing up my tank for no good reason. Oh my god, yeah, we're totally dead. I was realizing that as we came in. Alright, so... we're still rocking it. The last stage, like especially the last boss, I'm assuming I'm just gonna dump a whole bunch of credits into it to get past it. Alright. I'm pretty sure... Whew. Alright. These have a little bit of AoE, which is good. Okay, so we got all of our bombs out on this life. Let's see how far we can go. Just gotta take out each one of these turrets. Okay, first one's down. Barely dodged that one. Oh, I forgot about that. As I do with everything. Oh, okay. Yep, totally forgot about that. And it has a big explosion AoE. Alright, so I just gotta keep an eye out for that, but only when he pops out. Jumping and shooting. Whew. Oh, that's it. That's it. Alright, credit number 7. $1.75. Parents are getting mad at me now for blowing all my allowance money. Oh, man. Yeah, something I definitely want to get for my home arcade eventually is a nice multi-cabinet. I probably would run this... Oh, man. He's a doofus. He is the doofus, the king of all doof. Alright. Barely getting out of the way of that one. Not getting out of the way of that one. Alright. No! Give me... Whew. That's our free life machine gun. And alright. Credit number 8. We're in it. $2. Now we're getting mad at the arcade. We're like, you know... unrepentant. Oh, God. Oh, man. I need to pay attention. I'd be so mad. I would be so mad. Because that's honestly, like, with a lot of these stages, that's why you never... Oh, my God. And that's it. That's why you never see him as a kid, right? Because you just, like... You have to learn the attack pattern so well. This guy's actually not terribly... Yeah, he died right there. I probably could have done that in 2 less credits. But, all right, so we're at $2. 2 buckaroos. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. Now, I can't remember... Oh, okay, so this one, I actually do remember this stage from Metal Slug XX. It's not the same, but it is very, very similar. And another thing I can't remember is if this has 6, 5... or 7 stages. I'm gonna guess it has 6. Or okay, so I imagine these will also make me fat. No? Okay. Let's see if we can do a little bit better in terms of credit management. Okay, these will definitely... Nope. Still watching our weight. Oh, that was not good. Not a smart jump. Alright, credit number 9. Man, there's just... These games look so good with CRT. Filters, scan lines. It's funny because, like, before I really understood, like, the whole, you know, the way that, you know, the reason that older games, you know, to at least some people like the way LCD stuff looks. I need to use some of these bombs before I get freaking dumped. It's gonna be a tough one. We need to get one of these helicopters out of here. There we go. Yeah, the way that, you know, back when people were designing these games, they were more often than not using CRT screens to come up with the pixel art and to kind of account for shading and stuff like that. So these were... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't see that guy laying on the floor. That's a bummer. It's just another set of bombs here. Hopefully I can hold on to him for a little bit of time. Probably not. Oh my god, I can't believe I survived that onslaught. Get out of here. Alright. Slow down, you are my friend. Trying to keep an eye on everything going on. But yeah, I love, after I kind of like... I've been messing around with this stuff for a hot minute now, but now by default I always like to have if I'm playing, especially Neo Geo stuff. Love the way it looks with scan lines. The bezel's a nice touch too, especially so you can keep the ratio at least. I don't know if it has integer upscaling or whatever it's called on, which kind of gives you like, you make sure you get the or integer scaling rather, where you get like native pixel scaling, so you don't get like stretched pixels, and you get like kind of a good representation of how it would look upscaled properly. Upscalers, man, are a whole thing in the retro. Oh my gosh. Forgot he kills you when he runs into you. That's on me that everything kills you when you run into you in this one. Alright, just try to be careful here. There we go. Oh man, sick tune. Thank you for the love letter. Ooh. Right. No. Oh, man. Just as I get the laser beam. That was one of my favorite guns as a kid. It's super strong. It's kind of a pain because you have to, it doesn't have, like the kind of spray you get with the heavy machine gun. But I always loved that one as a kid. There's a few, like, oh, God. So what, we're at credit 9 now, or credit 10, I think? All right, these guys suck. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, those missiles kind of deviate in their path. Oh my gosh. We need to be very, very careful and get out of this corner. Nope. See, now we're really starting to figure out. This is 100% like, when I played this, I think I played it on the PS2. For Metal Slug XX. So it was very much the same story where you can just put credits in and beat the stages with as many continues as you like. All right, so this is the safe spot here. I'm gonna make sure to get rid of these guys, and you want to get rid of the red one first so that they all blow up. Oh gosh. All right, what is this? Credit 11, I think. So we're almost at $3 here, which would definitely be way more than I would have ever spent. Maybe $1 at most. Whew. Yeah, you really got to get through some of these things quickly, or you just get overwhelmed. Honestly though, this is why I love playing these types of games, because even like with because like some stuff like NES and like okay, with like early platformers and like early shmups and running guns for like home consoles and stuff, they're kind of gated by difficulty. Which, you know, is not any sort of revolutionary thought or anything like that. You know, people always look to stuff like the Aladdins of the world, or, you know, Castlevania's Lion King, stuff like that, where they there's you know, part of the theory is that, you know, some of this is supported by you know, colloquial recollection, to say the least, that they were made hard so that, you know, people couldn't beat them and rent them over a weekend and just beat them, but also because it just extended the shelf life, right? It really required you to become an expert at the game. Nowadays, you know, there's still stuff that caters to that I'm not a big fan of it. I've always liked stuff like this, like the old. That's why I like arcade games from this era a bit more, just because a lot of times I just want to see, like, you know, I just want to kind of like cruise like I'm doing right now, right? Just experiencing all the art, seeing all the stages, learning all the mechanics. You know, my score is definitely not going to be, you know, as good as as good as one's could be, but you can just kind of vibe, and then especially with like friends and stuff, you guys can just, you know, spam feed quarters into these things and get through them in a little afternoon session, which is what today is for me. Oops. I'll take it. So I think we're at, yeah, either 3 or 325. Man, these rocket guys suck. Oh, okay, so you can shoot them to change their trajectory, and I did not realize that those things were coming. All right, so this has got to be credit 12 or credit 13 for sure at this point. So yeah, I would have never spent $5. I mean, I definitely had friends who would go to the arcade and would like dump out quarters and like, you know, exclusively play Metal Slug, or exclusively play like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Simpsons or something like that. For me, though, if I was going to the arcade, I would always like to do rail shooters. Stuff like your Time Crisis, or like Jurassic Park, House of the Dead. I would always make sure to get in. I honestly I played a lot of fighters. Stuff like, we gotta watch out for this train. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Capcom vs. SNK, Street Fighter 3 Alpha, or I should say Third Strike. Capcom vs. SNK, and then like World Heroes, stuff like that. I love those. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is like, you know, obviously the GOAT. But yeah, those always would, I just loved playing against people on the computers, unless the person was like, you know, significantly, that's rough whenever you get knifed, because that's like the easiest one to avoid. I mean, they're just, I don't know where these guys are coming from. They're just falling from the sky, belly down. All right. Come on. We're going to die anyways. Tough. Alrighty. On our way out. I am trying to remember if I remember this stage. Okay. How do you do this? There's a way to... I'm trying to remember. I might be too far off screen. I'm pretty sure you can crank that, though, to change something about the way the level proceeds, but I have forgotten the button combination, or I was too far away. Slow down, you are my friend. Oh, so we just gotta cruise through here because these guys are gonna keep spawning. Let's see, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe you can't. No, I think you can. I just don't remember how to do it, and there's too much going on here for me to try and figure it out. Let's see, it's not up, down. Oh, they explode. Did not remember that. All right, so it's got to be credit 14, we'll say. How does one do this? It's not that. It's not that. We got 59 seconds. How does one do it? I don't want to waste all of my ammo. Wait, did I get it? No. I must be forgetting. I have clearly forgotten my roots. Feel free to leave a comment if I'm either an idiot for trying to do something with those, or I'm pretty sure you can move them. But yeah, feel free to let me know if you are more informed than I. Yeah, you definitely got to be able to do that. I am definitely forgetting something important here. Yeah, the lever's on the other side. So yeah, you really just got to hit these guys quickly. And it's not C either, which is interesting. Yes. I'm guessing that is going to, because it looks like there's a metal slug up there. Wah! Get out of here. So if I hold up, up, down. Down, no. It's not jump. It's not A. Is it Y? Or D? It's not A and B. Is it A and C? Is it B and C? No. Maybe you need something else, or maybe... I don't know, that's gonna drive me crazy though, because the shotgun plus the metal slug would actually be extremely helpful right now. So I'm definitely handicapping myself by not remembering how to use that machine. Yeah, because I remember the what it looks like. Okay, so we're gonna say credit 15. Definitely super no bueno at this point. All right, we'll move on. Man, these guys are all over the place, and the slowdown is in full effect. Man, these guys suck. Yeah, I'll probably actually look it up after the videos to remember how to activate. Oh, I don't know why I ran into that. I don't know why I thought that would be safe. Oh my gosh. Waste all of the bombs. No, my friend. Give me my requisitioned ammo, please. Whoo! This is the quarter muncher part for sure, man. Okay, there we go. Dude, you just ran over your own homie. What do you think of that? I love that scream. So iconic. Ooh! Ah! Come on, there it is. Use the last of those there. Alright. What do we have in store for us? I definitely don't remember this boss at all. Which is funny because I do remember the beginning of the stage. I definitely... Okay. Yeah, the beginning of the stage, I just remember playing that level with my friend. Alright. Can you shoot these orbs? No. Let's make sure we get rid of all these before we die. I always want to make sure... Oh, man, he just freaking headshot me. Alright, 16. We're at $4. This would be like very... I usually would get $5. I usually get 20 quarters. Whew. Which, you know, is actually like a lot of plays. That's the thing. Is like, you kind of have to... That was always the thing. Is like when you're going to the arcade. Figuring out, like, do you want to see the end of a game? 9 times out of 10, I honestly cannot remember ever beating an arcade game. As a kid at the arcade, it was always like, what can I play? What will get me the farthest in terms of plays with my friends or for this quarter value? That was always the goal, just to stay there as long as possible. Although when I was growing up, arcades were definitely like still around. But definitely falling out of style. Home consoles really started to murder the arcade industry. In the 80s, it like really started with, you know, your Ataris and your Commodore 64, and then when they started making home ports of games, I never in a million years would have been able to afford a Neo Geo AES or a Neo Geo CD. I really never even seen one until much later in life, because you were rich AF if you had those. They were thousands of dollars. But hey, if you did, oh my gosh, did not remember the freaking crazy lasers either. Yeah, coming close up on our allowance here. That should really have been my goal for the session, just to beat it at under $5. Once you see, it's definitely impossible for me. This stage, I give no qualms. Much harder to say than the last, but still a freaking blast. Yep, no prisoners, I know. Alright, so is this the last stage? I don't remember. Alright, so there are 6 stages in this one. Okay, so coming up on the end here. This stage, absolutely zero recollection. Yeah, for a lot of stuff like that one, I do remember from Metal Slug XX. I cannot tell you if any of these stages... Oh my god. So yeah, you can see here why Metal Slug 2 is infamous. Way, like, nearly unplayable slowdown. Although it is, like I said, kind of helpful as I continue to eat it. The rocket throwing guys suck in this game. The fact that, like, the trajectory changes and you can't blow them up, you really gotta love it. And the mortar guys, oh my gosh, look at the stage. Oh, forgot that instantly kills you. All right. I think we're at, what, 450 now? Oh, gosh, there's no stopping those. You just got to jump through them. You got to get this guy a little bit of action. Let's get a bomb over there, hopefully. At least they're blocking his shots too. Slow down. is not making this easier, to be fair. Okay. Now at least we can hit him. There we go, okay. Whew, we gotta get out of there. That is way too much, even for... It's funny how you have, like, the strongest PCs in the world nowadays, and emulation being the way it is, it still is slow as heck. It should be a little bit better now that we don't have those crazy things scaling in and out. Ah! Yeah, I'm curious if there's any other Neo Geo games or kind of a old school... Oh man, how does this work? How cool. Love that rendering. That's so sick. Absolutely like this game with its flaws and its frame rate problems, this is not doing it any favors, to say the least. It's funny, like, they say the reason why it runs, like, why Metal Slug 2 has its rendering problems is due to, like, one line of code where it accidentally, like, renders 2 frames at once for every frame or something like that. It's probably, you know, watering down the problem to a much more layman extent. But yeah, apparently this version of the ROM is supposed to... Oh, I remember this guy. He's like in all the games. Iconic. Let's see if we can get some... Yeah, so he just turns red. Alright, I think we are at... I'm going to guess we've got about 1 credit left before we hit our $5 goal that we are definitely going to go over because we haven't even hit the final boss yet, and the final boss is always a monster. Oh man, Willie is taking him out. That's a lot of bones. But a sick animation. Dharma's like sleeping. Can you pick up his gun? Yeah, he's got the heavy machine gun, okay. I love how all the guys are just like usually like hanging out smoking or doing something. I don't know what the context in any of these games are, but the soldiers are so funny. What you got for me, Willis? We haven't seen I don't know why I ran into that. That was really stupid just for a couple of grenades that I was gonna get. Come on, man. I can't be wasting quarters like that. I'm not gonna be able to get a freaking snack. Gosh. Getting murked. Yeah, I'm curious, always curious, like, what the heck is going on in these games and why there is just so much intrigue. Can we just run past these? Oh my gosh, look at this screen. Dharma just being an absolute champ. I'm just spamming all the grenades because I knew I was going to die. Alright, I'm pretty sure this would have been our $5. Which means that now we are, like, you know, asking our friends to help us pay for this. We're almost near the end, I swear. It said final stage. Little do they know that it's going to take me another $5 to get through this. I mean, honestly, comparatively at the time, right? Like, spending... If you could beat this in $5... I'm trying to think. We're coming up on, like, a bit... Looks like we're at 55 minutes-ish right now. $5 an hour, you know? Like, you could spend that same amount of money... I mean, I could definitely make $5 last 2 hours, you know what I mean? If you were doing racing games and stuff like that where they're a little bit longer stages or, you know what I mean? Because you can run through a credit here. You can see it in, like, literally 1 minute. Like, I mean, pinball's the same way, man. Whew. Yeah, just get ready. This is going to be nasty. Once you see, I would also, like, if my absolute mess of playing this is making you squirm and, like, just dumping cord into this, definitely check out some 1cc runs of Metal Slug. If you have not seen them before, 1cc is just, like, 1 credit. They are works of art. I love watching speedruns on this game. Okay, flamethrower. I don't know. Did we have a good chance to use it yet? Flame shot, I should say. Oh, man, what was that? What hit me? Not really getting a great chance to show off a lot of these weapons, so they keep just instantly dying. Yeah, the one there's a couple we hadn't seen so far. We saw the laser for like 30 seconds because I suck. I don't remember the I don't think it's called the Metal Slug, but it's like the Metal Lizard gun where it like shoots like these. It's actually kind of a pain in the butt as a weapon. I don't know what these things are. Freaking tentacruel looking alien monsters. But yeah, there's like this iron lizard weapon, which kind of sucks. It's okay, but it can't shoot up, and it's just like all the weapons go on the ground. So sometimes when you get it, you kind of just want to like either avoid it or just like run through your ammo because it does handicap you. And then there is like this bouncing ball weapon. There's a stage in the first Metal Slug where you're in like a submarine. When you die, sometimes you can pick up that weapon, and it's like really good. If I could be, honestly, as with everything, fact check me because my brain is oatmeal. But I'm trying to think if there's any other weapons I'm forgetting. We saw a good amount of the shotgun. God, on the zombie stage. Flame shot, you got to see one shot of. The laser is my favorite, but we goofed it up. Let's see, will either of you guys bless me with something cool here? Nope. And interestingly enough, those guys don't. Actually, thanks for the poop, dude. What the heck? Yeah, I'm really curious. Oh, man. There was nothing to be done there. I'm so curious how you open these things up. I wish I could pause and just, like, look, but we'll learn for the next Metal Slug playthrough, because I'm pretty sure they have them in other games. And oh, my gosh. The slowdown here. Oh, saving me. These guys take a few more. They're not one-shot. One-shot Sean's. One-shot Sally's. To say the least. At least you can shoot their shots. Alright, what do you got for me? Give me something cool. Shotgun. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, we just gotta keep an eye on... Oh, so you can slice them too? And I lose my shotgun. 'Cause I'm bad. I felt pretty good in that first stage, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you know, I've improved. Even though I haven't played this game in like a year, my skills have transferred over. I have some sort of like internalized running gun knowledge. No, that was just how they get you in there. They know you can beat the first stage on 1cc. I don't know. Nope. Alright, let's just get out of here. This is a mess. They're still all going to accumulate on screen, but it'll be a little bit easier, at least if we can relegate them to one side. There we go. Yeah, I will say, when it comes to like having to button mash, oh my gosh, a stick makes this significantly easier. At least for me, than having to just do it with my thumb. I'd much rather be able to rest my palm and stuff. And like just be able to do it with my index fingers. My thumb is absolutely destroyed from too much texting and typing and spacebar usage growing up. Much be able to like being able to switch between like all three fingers to kind of just mash away at these is much better for me. Although don't get me wrong, playing on a fight stick for too long is also like my wrists will get destroyed. Video games they get tough to play as you get older. It's crazy, right? You gonna come down for me, homie? I don't think so, because I know I can get up there. Something good, something good, something good. Nope. Now we're just lost count. I think we're at 17 or 18 credits. Oh, man. What I was saying earlier, though, if you think about it, yeah, if you were to spend, let's say, $10 on a game, right? If you were to... Neo Geos were like $700 or $800 for the AES, the home console versions back in the day. And the game's like $200, so it was like $1,000, essentially, to play this game. Maybe we'll say $100 to play this game at home. So being able to go into the store, play it for $10 or so, not, you know, not the end of the world in terms of cost. What are you laughing at? You're about to get abducted, homie. He's gonna turn into something crazy, I'm sure. Away they go. I do not remember this fight whatsoever, but usually there's two stages to this. So there's going to be like a somewhat difficult first phase, and then I'm sure there will be an extremely difficult second phase that will make me look like more of a Neo Geo novice than the game has managed to look so far. Oops, there we go. All right, let's just make sure we get these bombs off. That's the most important thing, as I missed 2 of them. You really want to get those guys sooner than later. There we go. Little piggy. Let's see, can we get up here? Yes, we can. And a couple for you. Oof, did not think that was going to go that way. Can you knife these things? Ah, no, but you can get in melee range and just die. Oh, there we go. Get off our catalog of bullets. Oop. Nope. Ah. I guess they go away. Oh my gosh. There you go. That, honestly, they're not even that hard to dodge. I'm being a spaz. Alright, we gotta take these guys out. They suck. I don't need this, but I'm gonna take it. Alright. Where'd he go? Other way, Dharma. God. There we go. Wonder if it's better to stay down here or up there. Oh god, we got 2 of these. Oh man, they're shooting downwards now? Oh my gosh, if there's 4 of them. Where is a machine gun when you need it? Honestly, a death is easier. That was... Man, a 1cc on this? I'm probably going to look it up after this. I would love to see... Oh! No. Give me the laser. Give me the laser. No! That would have been so sick. I always like having the laser for the last fight. That's a shame. Maybe they'll give me one anyways. I doubt it. Alright, phase 2. What'd I say? Here's the actual boss. This, I'm sure, will be an absolute nightmare in terms of gameplay, so look away now if you're sensitive to that. Very poor gameplay videos. Alright, what you got in store for us, Mr. Big Boss? Oh, God. Yes. I think they help. So... are we gonna be able to get up? Nope. Yeah, so these guys will leave up because they do assist with defeating the boss a little bit. Alright. Trying to get through this entire gun before I die. It's going to be very difficult to hit these guys with bombs. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can get them. Okay. Oh. Almost got through it. I can maybe get one. It actually doesn't look like their bullets hurt me either, which is nice. Let's just get as many bullets as we can in. And honestly, like, usually by the end of these stages... Oh, there's a metal slug. Look, we're all friends now. No, please. No, give me the metal slug. Yes, there it is. The fitting match. There we go. Let's just get as much as we can in here. The cannon's not going to do us much good. I'll be honest with you. Oh, but right there we can use it. Even though we did still take a hit, which isn't great. We're just going to be spamming. We're also trying not to blow up the vehicle prematurely, although we are definitely going to die here in a second. There we go. Whew, what a stage. What a crazy final boss. At least they all go away when you die, which is like, you know, a little bit of help when you've dumped as many quarters as I'm sure they assumed you would to get to the end of this game. You get a little bit of a reprieve with the guys coming to help you out. Alright, and yeah, the tanks don't kill you, which is nice. Now, here's the real question. Is there a third final boss? I feel like there is. I don't feel like we've seen the end of this. Dang. Kamikaze pilot. Did we do it? Look at that, like, portal to hell in the background. Sounds like we did it. Sounds like we're all friends now. Sorry, bucko. What a game. Absolute great game. That was fun. That was super fun. Perfect for the holodeck hour. Clock's in right around just a little over an hour. So now we can see my terrible score. 24 continues. So that would be... Man, I was like totally... Well, I guess at the end there I was not counting at all. So 24 continues would be what? $6? Sounds about right. That sounds about right if I had to take a guess. And there she is. That's Metal Slug 2 in all her glory. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had a blast playing through this. This was on my list to play this year, so knocking it out nice and early. Absolute blast of a game. If you haven't played these games, that blows my absolute mind, but they're all fantastic. So much of the Neo Geo catalog is just an absolute joy to play through. I love the name display, and it's funny too, because like when they beat these games, like it's kind of crazy how just little support staff they had. This one actually seems to have more people. A lot of the like early NES and Super Nintendo stuff had like 5 dudes working on it. Listen to that soundtrack though, just absolute bangers. Absolute bangers. Produce. He made sure to get all of the vegetables. What a game. That was a blast. Definitely gonna be doing some more Neo Geo stuff. I think that I might try and do a playthrough of what is it, Saturday Night Slam Masters, which I'm absolutely horrid at, but we could probably, you know, get through it with some determination. Might be a long one actually, because I could easily see it taking me 2 hours to beat the final set just to get through an arcade playthrough, but we'll see. I hope you all enjoyed this playthrough of Metal Slug 2. I know I did. If you enjoyed today's content, you know, liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing the video, all that stuff helps the algorithm as it helps me. But yeah, as with that, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, y'all.